Hello, my dear friends. So, in today's video, we are going to understand about filters. What are filters? So, basically, filters are nothing but filters are special classes or attributes which we put above the controllers to perform different actions. To perform actions. Filters are like many types of filters. There are authorization filter, resource filter, action filter. Okay, so what is basically filter? This is our main understanding of the topic we have to understand. So basically filter is nothing. When we run our program, when we run our application, then the first thing of our application executes is middleware. These are middleware. Afterwards, when the middlewares are executed, our application just run and filters are executed. Filters provide different functionalities, different type of logics. Why we use filters? So the answer to this question is, if we use filters because we don't want to write duplicate code. Duplicate. We don't want to write duplicate code. Basically, this is the basic idea I am giving you about filters. For an example, there is an authorization filter. If I want to authorize the user that who can access my application, who cannot access, who is admin, and suppose a user has taken 50,000 rupees plan, so he can access all features. So authorization filter is used on the particular action methods, and I will just create a filter class there and just write the functionality in that particular class and use it anywhere. We don't need to create an again duplicate code. So code duplicacy is the main reason of using filters. We don't want duplicate code. Now let us understand about filters. So I will create a new once again project and we will learn together about filters. Creating a model view controller, action, filter, demo 2. Okay, so basically we will understand about the filters. So this is there. Go next. .NET 8 long-term support saved. So a new project will be created there. Let us see. So there is a new project, action filter demo 2. Now we will use IIS Express. These are controllers. Now let us understand about filters basically. So when I run this particular project, I run this particular project and it will first, for the first thing but which will execute is uh, our view. This index view will be executed in the home controller and its default routing is defined here. This is routing here where it is shown that default routing is home index. So let us create a filter class. Create a filter class and we will derive there the functionalities, we will define functionalities. So I will create action filter. Okay, learn action filter. This is the class I am creating. Created a class. Now this is just a class, this is not action filter. This will become an action filter when we derive it from iAction filter class. This is the interface. Basically we will derive this class to this interface, inherit we will basically. So then only we can say that this become now learn action filter has become a class. So there is, it is giving an error like what, A filter that surrounds execution of an action. Two error it is giving. Learn action filter does not implement interface member action filter on action executing. The other error it is giving, learn action filter does not implement interface member action filter on action executed context. There are two parts. One is action executing, means when our application is running, the action will be executed. And when our application runs and starts, then the action is executed. So this is the two parts here. So we will implement these two interfaces. See here, public void action result context and these two. So just implement. They are implemented. Now put this filter, learn action filter there. So put this learn action filter in the controller. So go to controller, go to index view, above index view, and just put that what learn action filter. Now it required something like learn action filter comma just attribute. Now maybe it will not give an error. So why it gave an error? Because we haven't introduced attribute here. We will introduce an attribute here. Why? Because we want to use this action filter as an attribute. So we will put attribute also here. Now it is derived by two types of classes here. One is action filter and the other is attribute. Just navigate to the attribute. So this is all about attribute, its element and its type not null. And when we navigate in the source code, now see how it works. If I run the application, it will not show anything. Why? Because we haven't done anything in the index view. Because our view will be showing. View will be the user interface, not the controller. So we have to first of all do something here, write something here to to execute that on the view page. So let me check, let me write something here, let me copy from here. Do you know which extension we are using to use filters? Microsoft ASP.NET Core MVC.filters. This is it. Now let us what we do is let me create a stopwatch to see that how much time we take, to see how much time basically take to run the application. So go to private stopwatch. So this is automatically defined in the using system.diagnostic. This is the package is used for using stopwatch. Stopwatch equal to stopwatch. Okay, don't use this, you don't need equal stopwatch. I think we are getting some error. Let us check what error is there. This match to this match to this is error. Okay, now our error is resolved. Now this on action executing is also giving us error, like this is also so basically we have to define this in the control, and we can't define it here. Now all the error are resolved. Now I will use this stopwatch basically. So what I will do here, I will just start the stopwatch. Okay, stopwatch dot start, stopwatch dot start. Then what I will do here, I will just stop this stopwatch and calculate the duration. So this is the formula. Basically we have to learn this formula, we have to know this formula, that this is a formula, just a learning thing, knowing thing that we know. In .NET how much we know is matters, doesn't matter that how much logics we basically paid. We should know things that 11 milliseconds is used. It automatically gets the total time elapsed measured current instance. So stopwatch dot stop watch dot stop. Stop is a method which is defined in the uh, source code. Now, if context.controller is controller, this is the line. First, we will calculate the duration, where duration. Elapsed. If context.controller is controller. This is the syntax basically. Context dot controller is controller, then controller dot view data. View data. What is view data? The view data is the way of passing our request to the view. In passing the message to a view, basically. This view data passes the message to the view, so we can show there. So what is here? Context.controller is controller. It is giving an error, but why it is giving? Because we don't use NPC. We just put this extension here and just it worked. Now controller.view data duration equal to $duration. This is the message. Duration control KD duration is equal to the entire duration we have. So this will show the duration here. So let us put a debugger. See how it works basically. First this method will run, on executing method will run, then the other method, on executed method will run. Remember this duration will not show the anything on view because we haven't passed it in view. First see that 10. It goes to the default route, it runs the default route, I have got to run. Now the application is running, now context has some data. Okay, everything in this context is. Now our stopwatch will be start. Stopwatch is started. Stopwatch is started, just it executed. Now where it will go? It will go to this. One mistake what we have done here is we have to put this method above, and this stopwatch dot start here. Now this is proper. First the method will execute, then the method will executed. These are automatically derived methods basically in our action classes. Run this project. Project is running. Have 10. Going to there, app.run. So see how it works. Goes to a stopwatch duration context. Stopwatch is started basically. Started, okay. And our project is running now. Now let me do one thing. Go to view and just print that view data. In a paragraph. Duration. Now run this project. This will show the duration to us. The duration is 1060 milliseconds. Why it is 1000? Because we have put a debugger here. We just remove debugger and just run our application. It will almost take 0 milliseconds. It will show us 0 milliseconds because the application is directly running. No debugger is here. 4 milliseconds, very good. So this is what we can see by this action filter. What we are seeing here by stopwatch is that how much time it is taking to run our application. So this is basically all about action filter attribute. Okay, called before the action executed and after model binding is completed. And what is model binding? Model binding is nothing but binding the HTTP request, mapping the HTTP request. How we can do it? We can do it by 3 steps: from body, from query, and from a specific identifier. So basically this is all about action filter. Thank you.